All new at 6 tonight, more legal trouble for an Orleans County nursing home. Families filing a class action lawsuit against the Villages of Orleans. They say mistakes made during the COVID-19 pandemic led to the death of their loved ones. This lawsuit claiming residents died while living at the care home due to public health law violations. Among those, a failure to properly separate COVID-positive patients, a lack of protective equipment for staff, and dangerously low staffing levels. This care home has a long history of violations, with the state health department in February of 2021 handing one of the largest COVID-19 related fines in New York, totaling more than $86,000. I spoke with the attorney representing the families in this lawsuit, and following that conversation, I looked into ways you at home can help protect your loved ones if they're making the transition to a care home. And we have resources for you right now on WKBW.com, including my full interview with hospice. To access all of that, just pull out your phone right now, scan the QR code on your screen. 38 deaths as of July of 2021, and you believe that if they had taken the proper precautions, then these deaths could have been prevented?
Yes, the New York State Department of Health found that they did not comply with state and federal requirements and regulations.
Attorney Michael Cinta with Brown Chiari, the law firm representing families in a class action lawsuit, says the Villages of Orleans nursing home was negligent during the pandemic and didn't do what was legally required to protect residents from COVID-19.
They didn't have proper PPE. They were passing trays among various people without proper protections. They didn't do droplet control and prevention, so it allowed it to spread. Oftentimes, people weren't allowed to eat. We're left with food without assistance eating, right? And various infection control failures.
He says dozens of residents died because of it, and what made the loss even more painful, family members didn't get to see their loved ones during the pandemic.
They'll be seeking for damages relative to the suffering, the harm that was caused, and their ultimate deaths at this point in time. But the hope is that it'll make some changes and it'll give families closure.
He says staffing shortages were also a problem and continue today. Another reason you should do your research before placing a loved one in a long-term care facility.
Going to a facility at different times and not going at the same time every day is very important for family members. You don't want to repeat it every day. You want to go at different intervals to see how the care is different on different shifts.
Anybody, a hospital, nursing home, here at hospice, you have to know your patient.
Molly Coughlin with hospice agrees. Whether you're looking for a nursing home or have a loved one in a facility right now, it's important to stay involved. Any red flags that we should be looking for when we are researching nursing homes?
It's a staffing issue, but also too, are they getting cleaned up? Are they getting up and getting out of bed? Is somebody come in to participate with them? If you go and take a tour of a nursing home and you just see people sitting in the hallway that you can really see have been unattended, kind of gives you a clue.
And she also says even if you don't think your loved one will ever need long-term care, it's important to plan for it now anyway, just in case. Step one, making sure all the financial information for them is in one place. Now, once again, you can access my interview with hospice and much more information. Just scan the QR code on your screen or head to WKBW.com.